Huh?
Hi everyone. Hi. Okay, we are doing your income tax right now. I want you all to be with me in the flow. We will try and cover the maximum we can for your exam. Okay. What we will be doing is chapter wise only important questions. We are doing a revision, so I am not expecting you to study. I'm expecting you to revise with me. Okay. We will also be solving important papers, questions from your past year's papers, and we will see how the paper flow is and how the paper pattern is. Okay? Okay. And there are important amendments also that I will be discussing with you all. So please let your friends know that we are doing this so that more and more people can benefit from it. Okay, now let's start. Okay, let's start. I am going to speak a little more louder. I understand some people cannot hear. First thing, I want whichever book you all are studying from to keep it handy. Keep marking it over there. We are doing the tax rates. Let's revise. I'm going to write down uh, whatever I can so that it is there on your screens. First thing, the tax rate for individuals. This all you all should know, and this will come in the exam. Tax rates for individuals. Come on. 0 to 2.5 lakhs, nil. 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs, 5%. 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs, 20%, and 10 lakhs above, 30%. Okay, basic. Okay, now this is for individuals, HUF, AOP, BOI, and every artificial jurisdictional person. Okay, now important, this please write it. Next, if it is, and this is for not a senior citizen, a resident individual, non-resident individual, so this will be also applicable for NR. Okay, for everyone this is applicable. Now, just over here, if I change one thing, if the person becomes a resident individual above 60 years, then only one thing will change. This will become 3 lakhs, rest all will be the same. Okay, note it down so that you remember, you learn it with me. Next thing, if this is a resident individual above 80 years, sorry, 80 years and above, and this is 60 years and above. 60 years and above. So if it is resident individual 60 years and above, this instead of this will become 5 lakhs. Okay, so it will be nil. So this will be nil. So directly you start from here. Okay, learn this by heart right now in front of me. Now, is other than this, there is a surcharge applicable for individuals. Surcharge applicable for income whether is 50 lakhs and above. Sorry, above 50 lakhs. Surcharge applicable if it is above 50 lakhs. Okay, then there is above 1 CR and above 2 CR. In all of these, there is surcharge applicable. So here, learn this by heart right now with me. So here, above 50 lakhs 10%, 15% and 25%. This will be 10%, 10%, 15%, 25%. Now most important, if it is above 2 CR, above 5 CR, see the surcharge. 15, 25 and 37%. Okay. Now this is something you have to learn. It can come in your objectives. Next part. We are just doing tax rates right now. So do it with me. LTCG. Oh, sorry. STCG. Tax rate is how much? STCG on listed securities. 15%. LTCG is 20%. LTCG on listed securities, it is 10% if LTCG is above 10 lakhs. So 1 lakh, above 1 lakh, above 1 lakh. Then winning income, 1 lakh. So STCG on listed we did, STCG otherwise is 30%. Then winning income 30%. Unexplained credits, unexplained income 60%. Very important. Now these two new entries, very important. These are, one is royalty, royalty on patent developed in India, 10%, and income from transfer of carbon credits. Again, this can come, this has come in the exams, latest entry, 10%. These two I want you to remember. Do it with me. So we'll just go through fast. Tax rates for individuals, HUF 2.5 lakhs if above 60 years, 3 lakhs if 80 years and above, 5 lakhs. Surcharge, just see one. Above 50 lakhs, surcharge is 10%, 1 CR 15%, 25% and 37%. STCG 15%, LTCG 20%, STCG on listed is 30%, STCG, LT, long-term capital gains on listed is 10%, only if it is more than 1 lakh, winning income is 30%, unexplained credits is 60%, royalty on patents, it is 60%, and income from transfer of carbon credits is 60%, is 10%, carbon credits is 10%. Okay, let's do the next one is cooperative societies. Tax rates important, up to 10,000, 10%, 10,000 to 20,000. If the income is up to 20,000, 20%, and above that 30%. Next one, for companies, most important, for companies, most important, the tax rate 30%. For a domestic company, tax rate, if nothing is given, take 30%. For a domestic company, where the turnover is up to 400 CR, 25%. Surcharge, important on domestic companies, is 7% if the income is exceeding 1 CR. Now, if it is a foreign company, if the total income turnover is above 10 CR, then it is 12%. Remember this for domestic companies. In case of foreign companies, the tax rate, foreign companies, it becomes 40%. These are important things that you have to remember. This becomes 2% and 5%. Now, let's go to, now these are important tax rates that you need to remember. Next we do residential status. Residential status, we have already seen in our regular lectures, entire residential status. Only one important part that you need to check over here, where there is an amendment. Residential status, please see the amendment that is given under section 6(1). Under 6(1), the period of 60 days, that is the additional condition. Now I am assuming everyone knows residential status, 182 days, that part. And under 6(1) is the additional condition which I need you all to remember. That additional condition of 6 days, 60 days has now been changed, okay, with the amendment to 120 days. This part you all have to remember. This is important, can come from exam point of view. 120 days, it is substituted to 120 days under the additional condition. So I'm just writing here, check it up. Additional condition under residential status for individual has been substituted from 60 days to 120 days in case of a person who has come from outside India. And so it is for a person who visits India plus his total income other than foreign income is more than 15 lakhs. In that case, you will take, instead of 60 days for additional condition, you will take 120 days. Rest, everything in residential status is the same. Nothing has changed. Okay. Residential status, I will also be doing 1 or 2 sums. We'll just brush up. Next, we are doing income from salary. Income from salary, one important concept that you all have to see is graded salary. We have already seen in our lectures. We have already seen in our lectures graded salary. Please do that from exam point of view. It is important. Okay, we will do the sums when I am doing the MCQs. Now under income from salary, graded salary I said is one important concept. We will do the sum of it, sums of MCQs, which is important, that can come. Now the next one is allowances. We are just doing a brief catch up of all the allowances. We have already seen allowances exempt up to a limit and allowances which are exempt to the extent used, exempt up to a limit and exempt to the extent used. Now extent used is basically your uniform allowance, researcher allowance, etc., traveling allowance. What is important is, because we are seeing the numbers, we are going to see up to the limit. Now which are the limits? We are just revising the limits. First one, transport allowance. It is for those who are in the transport industry, or we call it driver allowance, by whatever name called, those who are working in the transport industry, basically an employee working in the transport industry. Important because this can come 70% of the allowance, 10,000 rupees per month, whichever is lower. Okay, next one. We are just doing the allowances, brief recap. Tribal allowance, there is an amount 200 rupees per month. Transport, this is from home to office, office to home, okay, by whatever name called. It is basically commutation from office to home and home to office. It is only for disabled. Earlier it was for everyone. Now this is only 3,200 per month. Blind, deaf, dumb, etc. Basically disabled person. Okay, next one. Children education allowance. So this is not for the employee, it is for the education of the child. 100 rupees per month. Hostel allowance. Just fatafat we'll do a recap. 200. Hostel allowance 300 rupees per month. And last one that we had seen, underground allowance, that is for mining, etc. This is 800 rupees per month. Okay. Just do a brief recap. This can come out of this also. Important that you have to remember is the driver allowance. This is important. Again, it has come in the exams many a times. Okay. Next one. Now, in this, there is a particular amendment that I want you all to pay attention to. Amendment important. Amendment which has come in, which is in relation to NPS. Okay. Now, the amount over here, so understand what is this. There has been, when an employer is making contribution, so employer makes contribution to PF, to NPS, to superannuation fund. Now the income tax is saying that that amount, okay, what the employer is making, it is subject to a maximum deduction. The maximum amount that he can put in is subject to a cap, and that cap is 7.5 lakh rupees. It is for the employer's contribution. Employer's contribution. Okay, so I am writing here. This is important. Employer's contribution to a recognized provident fund, to a or a superannuation fund. Total is 7.5 lakhs. 7.5 lakhs. Employer's contribution to a pension fund, NPS, National Pension Scheme, okay, a recognized provident fund or a superannuation fund to the extent of 7.5 lakhs in the previous year. Also, any interest, etc. on this amount is subject to exemption. So basically, how much is the maximum exemption? Because it is a latest amendment, it can come in. Okay, this is employer's contribution. So combined upper limit in respect of employer's contribution in a national pension scheme or a superannuation fund and a recognized provident fund in excess of 7.5 lakhs is taxable, up to 7.5 lakhs is exempt. Okay, please, this can come in because it is a latest amendment. Okay, another important, because we are going to do your MCQs, certain important questions that keep coming again and again is transfer of asset by employer to employee. Now, depending on what kind of asset it is, if it is a computer or electrical gadget, then depreciation at the rate of 50%. It is computer or any electronic asset, depreciation at the rate of 50%. If it is a motor car, you'll have to take na written down value. How will you take written down value? 50%. If it is a motor car, you'll take the written down value. How? By taking depreciation at the rate of 20%. And if you're taking any other, you'll take depreciation at the rate of 10%. Okay, and SLM method. Any other asset. This can come. Important thing in this kind of question is that you have to take into account the whole year. If it is not, 1 year is not completed, you cannot take the entire depreciation of 50%, 20%, 10%. Only if 1 year is completed, then only you can take. Okay, now after this I'm just doing again some important. So this is because there are a lot of questions on this, we are going to just go through this provision. Next one, gratuity. Again, from exam point of view, this is important. Gratuity, there are 3 types: government employee, employee under POGA, and others. Now, this is obviously whatever gratuity they get is fully exempt. Over here, the limit is 20 lakhs. Amount received. This is important. 15 upon 26 into, this is exempt amount. Okay, what we are seeing. What is exempt? Least of the following is exempt. Into last drawn salary, into completed years of service, plus is excess of 6 months to be taken as 1 year. Whereas over here, this will be 20 lakhs, amount received 15 upon 30 into average salary. And how do you take average? 10 months average into completed years of service. Okay. Now, what is most important here, and that is what people make mistake, what to take for salary. Salary is equal to basic plus dearness allowance if it is part of retirement dearness, plus commission if it is based on turnover, where you take salary over here. Okay, very important. So what do you take salary year? Here you will take only these two, basic plus DA. Now I am writing it here. This is easy. Basic plus DA will come here. What will you take salary here? All the three. Okay. Just remember this. This is important. This also comes in the exam. Now, after this, I'm just doing a brush up of pension. Pension, most important. Okay. If it is pension you have taken in the form of salary. Okay. That is. Now, I'm just explaining you what happens in pension. You get monthly pension like your salary. This is called uncommuted pension or monthly pension. This amount will be always taxable for everyone. Here it is your pension you commuted pension. What you do, you convert into lump sum basically. This depending on whether you're government employee or whether if you're government employee it will be exempt. Here, if you are others, then what happens? It depends whether you have received gratuity or you have not received gratuity. If you have received gratuity, 1/3 of the full value of commuted pension. If you have received gratuity, full 1/3 of full value of commuted pension. Not received gratuity, 1/2 of full value of commuted pension will be exempt. Please, this is important. This kind of question will come. Yes, we are going to solve after this. Let me finish the full explanation of important concepts of salary and then we are going to do this. So, after this I'm doing house property. Then we are solving the sums of salary, house property, residential status and basic concepts. 4. Okay. So, let me first just explain to you the basic. Just brush up. Okay, now this was important concepts. I'm understanding the others you all should know. If you all don't, just revise it. We have already studied in detail earlier. Next one, I'm doing income from house property. Again, important questions which I have seen in the MCQs that have come again and again. Okay. Most important, income from house property. SOP. Okay, for every person earlier, one SOP was exempt. Now, you can claim 2 houses. You can claim as SOP. Now, you can claim 2 houses as SOP. Earlier, that you could claim only 1. So, these kind of questions they ask where a person has 3 houses. Out of which, if he has, so 2 will be exempt. 1 will be deemed to be let out property. 1 will be deemed to be let out property. If a person has 3 houses, 2 will be considered as SOP. 1 will be deemed to be let out property. Okay. This kind of questions they will ask. Okay. Now, I'm starting with the MCQs. Important 2-3 other important concepts. SOP means self-occupied property where you're staying in the own house. So a person can stay in one house at a time, but they are allowing 2 houses to be claimed as SOP. If you have 5 houses, all are empty, you can claim 2 as SOP. Okay, now important. Whenever you're doing income from salary, be any kind of income that you're receiving as salary income, do not forget to put standard deduction of 50,000. Don't forget to put standard deduction of 50,000. Whenever you're doing income from house property, always take, this is deduction under section 16. Don't forget to take 50,000. When you're doing income from house property, don't forget to put standard deduction of 30%. standard deduction of 30%. So whenever you're doing income from house property, you will take standard deduction 30%. Okay. These are two important things when you're doing the sums. Whatever is given, income from salary, take a section 16 deduction of 50,000. Income from house property, you will take a standard deduction of 30%. Okay, even if it is arrears of rent that you have received, take standard deduction of 30%. Okay, now I'm going to do the important questions that have come in your exam. Before we go, I want you to revise in the next 15 minutes. By 8:15 I'm coming back. I want you to revise or take 30 minutes. 3 chapters only. Residential status, important because we are studying from exam point of view. Residential status, income from salary I've done with you right now, brush up, and income from house property. 3 chapters. Just do a brush up. In 8:30 we resume back. By 10 o'clock we are going to get done. We have done 3 important chapters. I'm going to do right now the sums. 8:30 resume. Go through income from salary, income from house property, and residential status. Income from salary, income from house property, residential status, and resume at 8:30 for MCQ discussion. Okay, I'm hoping you all are revising continuously. I'm giving you another 9 minutes. We have to solve this paper together. Important, we are going to solve residential status right now, income from house property, income from salary, basic concepts. Okay, revise, 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 revise. Any questions, put it in the chat box. We have 9 minutes to start. I'm doing MCQs. Your exam, only MCQs are going to be asked. Income from salary, I'm going to solve gratuity and pension questions. After this, after we do the MCQs, we are going to do income from capital gains and income from other sources. Again, we'll take a 10-minute break where you all will revise, we'll solve it, and then we'll do income from business profession. Come on. 7 minutes, any particular topic you all want me to cover to explain that topic, put it in the chat box. Hi everyone. Let's start. We said we are going to do important MCQs. Let's start. Which of the following is not merits of direct tax? Come on. Keep putting it in the chat box as you're reading, put it in. Not a merit of direct tax, obviously you'll say evasion. Next one. Which of the following is not a feature of association of persons? Association of persons is different from body of individuals. In BOI, only individuals can be a part. In association of persons, anyone can be a part. So, over here, this will be, is not a feature. All of it is a feature except this one, D point. Here, evasion. Next one. I hope you are with me. Which of the following person's income would not be taxed in the previous year itself but would be taxed in the assessment year only? Now, income of non-resident from shipping business in India, it is taxed in the year itself, that is in the previous year. It is not in the assessment year. Similarly, income of bodies formed for short duration and income of discontinued business, all of these are going to be taxed in the previous year. But income of person leaving India temporarily for a short stay outside India. So if you go to visit Dubai, you are not going to pay tax in the previous year. You will pay as you were paying. But if you leave India for employment, then you have to pay tax in India. So here the answer will be B. Come on, read it carefully. Next one. Mr. A, being a pensioner, has total income of 5,50,000 for the previous year ended 31 March 2021. What will be his next tax liability including cess if he opts for 15 BAC? 15 BAC, come on, do it with me. I am writing the provision 0.2.5 lakhs nil. Then for 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs, 5%. 5 lakhs to 7.5 lakhs, 10%. 7.5 lakhs to 10 lakhs, 12.5%. Okay, now this is what 15 point BAC is. This is optional. Now understand, if you are using 15 point BAC, then you're not going to claim any other deduction. Like what you would have ideally claimed in income salary, you would have claimed deductions under 80, you would have claimed deductions under 16, all of that is not applicable. And if you are going to go by 15 BAC. So now based on this, what will be your answer? Come on, I'm not going to solve this. You're going to solve it. Give me the answer. It's very easy. Come on, waiting. Okay, come on. So 5, 10, 15. You have to take it here like this. So here it is 5 lakhs. So you will take 0.2.5 lakhs nil from 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs. That is in the bracket of 2.5 lakhs, 5% you will take. That will be 12,500. Then from here 5 lakhs to 5 lakh 50. Correct? That is how much? 10% you will have to take. 10% will come to how much? 10% of 50,000. 5,000. Okay, so your answer will be 17,500 plus 4% cess. Correct. So what will be the answer? If you add 4% cess, this will come up to 18,200. Here there is no option. Here there is no option given as 18,200. The answer in the exam itself was wrong. If such kind of issue arises, leave it blank. Don't mark anything. Okay? Your ICSI came out? No. The answer is 18,200. There is no deduction available under 15 BAC. Optional. This is an option given that listen, you want to take these slab rates 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Then in that case, you cannot claim any deduction. Okay. Nothing, no deductions available. Yes, Arshil, you're right. No deduction available. So those who don't know, just note down these amounts. 10 lakhs to 12.5 lakhs is 20%. Then 12.5 lakhs to 15 lakhs is 25%, and above 15 lakhs is 30%. No deductions available. Okay. Nothing. Okay. Let's start. This is what it is. It is basic stuff like this. Now, in this case, they have asked you over here. The answer, however, is not given in the options. The answer is 18,200. No, so in the what ICSI came out with a notification, because and there have been 5 such questions where the answer itself was wrong. ICSI has gone ahead and given the mark. 1 mark is given. Now, next one. Okay, this is from income from business profession. We'll come back to this. We have not done income from business profession. 15 BAC. Okay. We have to do 7th one. Why is visually impaired person? He is employed in public sector undertaking since 1/6/2019. He was paid 30,000 for the financial year ended 2021 by way of transport allowance. Now, transport allowance, how much of transport allowance is exempt? So we know it is 3,200 per month if a person is exempt. Okay, now for how many months did he get it? So you count from June onwards. Rohini, attempt the question. Okay, attempt the question. Attempt all questions. Okay, now I'm talking about 7. Please tell me the answer. But remember over here, read the question twice. What's the answer? I'm waiting for you all. Come on. Easy. Okay, those who cannot understand, now see here. He is visually impaired. He can get how many months? From June, July, August, September, October, November, December, Jan, Feb, March. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 32,000. Okay, this is per month. 32,000 because he spent 10 months. So 32,000, or he was paid 30,000. If he has paid 30,000, can he claim a deduction of 32,000? He is employed in undertaking. He was paid 30,000 for financial year. So what will be the deduction? Come on, guys. This is given up to a limit. Remember, we just did it. So if he cannot claim, what will be the deduction? He can get exemption of how much? 30,000. If he's received 30, he'll get 30. What is the maximum he can get? 32,000. Agreed? Come on. Too much time you all took for this. Next one. 10 seconds only. Chaturvedi is employed in a company at Delhi. He was paid monthly house rent allowance of 15,000 during the period. So amount received. How much? Amount received as HRA. He was paid HRA of 15,000 per month. Okay. His basic pay, what are you saying? 15,600. Nirav, I don't know what are you talking about. His basic pay plus DA for this year is 12 lakhs. So his salary, they are saying, is 12 lakhs. Chaturvedi paid, rent paid 20,000 per month. Okay, compute the amount of HRA exempt. HRA exempt will be how much under section 1013? Amount received. Which city it is important? Delhi. 50% of salary or rent paid minus 10% of salary. You need to know this. What is the amount received? 15,000 per month. So calculate into 12 will be 1,80,000. 15 into 12. 50% of salary, that will be 6 lakhs. Rent paid minus 12% of salary. What? 10% of salary. How much is the rent paid? 20,000 per month. That is 2,40,000. Correct na? Rent paid minus 10% salary. 1.2 lakhs. So that will be 1.2 lakhs will be your answer should be B according to me. Okay. Next one. Note this down. This was important. This time HRA questions come in the exam. Perfect. Come on. Can we go ahead? Next one. State which of the following perquisite is not exempt. Perquisite for the assessment year 21-22. Personal expenditure through credit card reimbursement. Personal expenditure through credit card reimbursement to employee by the employer. That is not going to be exempt. The others are exempt. Next one important. Vignesh was appointed in XYZ Limited on 1st of December 2020, monthly salary 80,000. He was not employed prior to that date during the previous year 2021. Compute the salary income chargeable to tax for the assessment year 21-22 on the assumption he adopted for 15 BAC. We just did 15 BAC. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Tax slabs. Okay, this is same. We did it right now. Same thing on the same lines you will do it. Okay. Next one. Srilekha let out property on rent from 1/8, which was self-occupied previously for residential purposes. The actual rent was 30,000 per month. The municipal value was 35. The fair rent is 40,000 per month. Standard rent under the rent control. What is her income under the head income from house property? Now see how you do this. You need okay. You need to have your GAV ready. What is the municipal value which was self-occupied? The actual rent was 30,000 per month. So this is per month is 30k. The municipal value is 35k per month. Okay. The fair rent is 40. So which one you will take? Whichever is higher. So you will take 40k per month. You will compare it with standard rent, that is 32,000 per month. Whichever is lower. So here it will become 32,000 per month. And actual rent received. Here what was the actual rent received? The actual rent was 30,000 per month. Again you will take whichever is higher. Okay. Now your GAV is 32,000 per month. Multiply by 12. Into 12. Did they pay any okay, you'll multiply by how many months? You'll multiply by 8 months. See here. August, September, October, November, December, Jan, Feb, March. Multiply by 8 months. So you'll get 32,000 into 8. Okay, 2,56,000. Now this is your GAV. This is your GAV. Now from there you will subtract municipal taxes. There's no municipal taxes given, so this only becomes your NAV less standard deduction. We saw that you have to deduct standard deduction every time. Less 30%. Important. When you subtract, here also I think the answer is wrong on the exam. None of the answers are correct. Yeah. Again, over here, the none of the answers are correct. The ICSI only came out with a clarification for this. So give me the correct answer. 32,000 into August, September, October, November, December, Jan, Feb, March. So into 8 less 50%. So I am getting 1 lakh. Okay, this answer is correct. 1,79,200. Correct. So you'll get 1,79,200. Any problems over here? These kind of questions will come. Again, please go through this. Important. Now don't ask me these kind of things, you should know handy. You will get an income from house property question. I need you to get full marks over here. Next, fast. If you all don't have any doubts, we are doing the next one. 12 sum. Giving you 10 seconds. Any doubts? Next one. We are doing the 12 sum now. Please read it. Okay, we just saw this before we went on a break. Raj Shekhar owned 3 identical properties. He let out one property for a monthly rent of 50,000. The other 2 were self-occupied by him. Compute his income. If this was prior to 2019, you would have given one house as an SOP. After 2019, 2 houses are allowed as an SOP. Okay, so in this case, only 50,000 will be taken. Right, only 50,000 will be taken. This is very easy. So you take 50,000 into 12. 6 lakhs less 30% standard deduction. Come on. Your answer will be C. No. Very good. Perfect. Come on. Okay. This is not income from house property. Anything that you can do. Just give me one more second. Okay, 36. Read the 36th question fast. Ramachari is a pensioner. Here, this one is a pensioner. 7,46,000 by way of pension during the previous year. His only other income is interest income, which is 65,000 from FD. What is the total income? First, give me income from salary. So you will take 7,46,000 less 50,000 is the deduction that you can take. Correct? In income from salary under section 16. Remember we said monthly salary fully taxable. So this will become 6,96,000. Okay, now over here, this is when we do deductions, we will do a brush up of this, but for now remember, his interest income is 65,000. If you are an senior citizen and you have received FD income, interest from FD, up to 50,000 is exempt. Up to 50,000 is exempt for FD income of FD income, interest from FD for senior citizen. So 15,000 will be taxable over here. So this will be my answer. Yes, correct, Nalin. No, Gayatri, it's not D. Check again, I put it on the screen. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. Now. Very good. Okay, now I want you all to do these two. These are not from any particular chapter, basically miscellaneous chapters, etc. But we'll do it together. In case of charitable trust registered under 12AA, which of the following investment is not contained in 11.5? Now I'll give you one thing. 85% of the charitable trust income of a charitable organization has to be put for the purpose of charitable purpose. However, okay, if you do not want to put for charitable purpose, you can make certain investments, and there are certain investments which are allowed. That is government related investments. You put it in put it in your post office scheme, you put it in your government schemes, etc. It is allowed. Now here they are saying that if it is following investment is not contained in section 11.5. Okay, one is deposit in post office. So because they are saying that yes, we are doing charitable purpose, but we are not going to put in, we are not using the money, but we are putting in government related investment. So this is allowed. Debentures by domestic guaranteed by state government allowed. Investment in immovable property, risk, less risk, allowed. Because what happens, let's say if I am a charitable organization, I want to set up let's say a prayer zone, or I want to set up a house, I want to set up a stay place, so I will require immovable property. So in that also it is allowed. However, this is subject to market risk. So this is not allowed. Okay, 37D is not allowed. Investment in immovable property is allowed. What if you are a hospital and you want to set up a different building for chemotherapy patients? You will buy immovable property. It is allowed. Correct? What if you are a college or a school? It is a charitable or a not-profit organization. You want to set up a building. So that is all is allowed. Hostel building allowed. But you can't put it in investment. You think a charitable institution like your Siddhi Vinayak Haji Ali can do investment in shares? Not allowed. Okay, now next one. Sam has MAT credit of 10.5 lakhs belonging to assessment year 15-16. Now this is important. In the year 15-16, okay, you were allowed MAT credit could be carried forward only for 10 years. From the year 2018 onwards, it has become 15 years. MAT credit can now be 15 years. But they are talking about 15-16. So you will tell for 10 years. So it will be A. Whoever said D, you all are right. But that has happened only now. Okay. So 15 years is correct. But this is given only to confuse you. Okay. Nevin, you got it? 38 is A, because earlier it was 10 years. Okay. Now next one, 39, and then we'll go to, remember I said we'll do gratuity and pension questions. Okay. Ram Process Limited received 2,10,000 on transfer of carbon credit. The total income on the company is below 100 lakhs. So remember I said if it is carbon credit with effect from 1/4/2018, if you have earned income, what is carbon credit? So suppose as an organization, I am doing manufacturing, I am emitting lesser carbon dioxide into the air and greenhouse gases. In that case, I will get a carbon credit. This carbon credit I can sell. When I sell it to another company, the company will give me money. This money that I earn, I will have to pay tax on it. So now see the question. It has received 2,10,000 rupees on transfer of carbon credit. The total income of the company is below 100 lakhs. How much is payable as income tax? So how much is it payable? We had seen this. It will be 10%. 10% is carbon credits is allowed. Okay, is the tax payable on carbon credits, tax on carbon credits. So it will be 21,000 plus 4% cess. Got it? Sorry. Okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Are you all with me? Good. See the next question. Next question. Day in post boxes saving account allowed. 50,000 के ऊपर you need PAN card, which is mandatory. Okay, so 25,000 is allowed. LI life insurance premium paid during the year 48,000 allowed. Payment of hotel bills 40. See, everything is less than 50,000 allowed. Only see here fixed deposits above 50,000. Okay, perfect. Okay, next, fast. Now again 44. 44, I want you all to take a book and pen and solve. Again it is 15 BAC. 15 BAC we just saw. Sorry, they are saying ignore 15 BAC. My bad. Ignore 15 BAC. So you will take your normal 0 to 3 lakhs. Sorry. So Ramesh is senior citizen in business of 8 lakhs for the year he has received. How much advance tax he has to pay? Huh. So now normal rates you will take 0 to 3 lakhs. Yes, Arshil. Then 3 lakhs to 5 lakhs. And above that 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs is the slab. So we'll take 10. 0 to 3 lakhs nil. 5%. So 5% in 2 lakhs. 10k. Okay. Come on. I want you all to do this. This will be 5, 20, 30. Correct. Here it will be, what is there in the slab? 3 lakhs. This will be how much? 60,000. So you get 70,000 here. Are you all with me? Okay. Now 70,000 is his tax liability, but they are not asking tax liability. They are asking how much advance tax you have to pay. Now see here. 15 June, 15th September, 15th December, and by 15th March you should have paid 100%. Come on. So this will be how much you have to pay? 70,000, you're right. But by 15th December he has to pay how much? This is what is important. Correct? Into 75%. So do this. 52,500 plus 4% cess. Got it? Perfect. Very good. Now next one. For which return of income filing is mandatory? All of this is okay. Cash deposits in saving banks of 10 lakh 1,000 in previous year. Paid electricity bill. All of this is okay. Only if you are going to a foreign country, foreign travel and incurred expenditure of anything above 2 lakhs, you have to file a mandatory return. Okay. Now I'll just give you this. A return of income filed by assessee was found defective by the main center in Bengaluru. The assessee was intimated of defect. Now as soon as it is, and it is stated over there, in fact, whenever that notice comes, it says that it is defective and you have to reply within 15 days. So what is the time limit within the defect has to be rectified. So if it is on second plus 15, what will it be? Come on, tell me. 46. What will be the answer of 46 if you have to reply within 15 days? Come on, fast, 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 fast. Perfect. Next one. Assessee, these are all theory questions, that's why I'm solving with you all. Okay, assessee has admitted total income of 5 lakh 50. Perfect, perfect. Next one. Assessee has admitted total income of 5 lakh 50 and filed a return in the month of January of the assessment year. By when you have to file the return? By 30th of September. Okay, by 30th of September you have to file your return of income. What has happened now? See here. Filed return of income in January. Now, if it is gone to January of the assessment year, then in that case there is a penalty that is payable. The penalty payable is rupees 10,000. Penalty payable. So if you file it by December 30th, September is the last day. By December, if you file it, then there is 1,000 penalty. Don't file it by December and you take it by to the next year, then it is 10,000 rupees penalty. Now, however, this year, which they are talking about, because it's last year's exam, because it was the pandemic year, they allowed it. Okay, so the actual answer is even nil would be right. Because it was the pandemic year, nil would have been correct because there was no penalty that was applicable. However, if this same question was to be asked for your exam, you will take the answer as 10,000. Got it? Okay, next one. MNO Private Limit filed its return for assessment year on 10th May. State the time limit in which notice under section has to be served on the assessee. Now, by when notice has to be served? Within 1 year from the date. What is the actual date? 30th September 2021 is the date till when you can file the return. Okay, the due date. Due date is 30th September 2021. From that day you get 1 year. From that day you get 1 year. So what will be your answer? Come on. Perfect. Good, guys. Okay. So when is the due date? 30th September. From that day you get 1 year for rectification, for filing belated return, etc. Okay. You can file belated return, but there is a penalty. Come on, come on. Last two questions. Now see here. The income tax assessment under 143 was completed by Deputy Commissioner Income Tax. Before whom should the appeal go? Appeal will last against the Commissioner of Income Tax. Appeal. It's given over here. It's easy. Some of them are easy, like these ones. Okay, next one. This we'll do in income from business profession. We'll do this. Okay, don't worry. Now, this is, we finished some important points. I will just take one or two more questions and then we'll start from income from. Come on. Next question that I'm going to do. I'm writing down the question. We'll solve it together. Retires from service on 1st August 2021. Salary is 34,000 per month. He receives pension up to 31 December 2021 of 10,000. With effect from 1st January 2022, he gets 4/5 of his pension commuted for 12 lakhs. Gross salary is equal to how much? Come on, I've written one question. I want you all to solve it with me. Come on, I want you to solve this with me fast. Come on, now let's start this. Mr. J retires from service on 1st August. So that means if I take April, May, June, July, August, okay, till that time he is receiving a salary. Mr. J retires from service on 1st August. So basically for these months he is receiving a salary. So can I say he is receiving 34,000 into 4? Any problem? Okay, next. He receives pension. So from August, September, October, November, December. He receives pension. For how many months? For 5 months. How much is the pension? 10,000. What happens from Jan, Feb and March? He gets his pension commuted. So from 10,000, if I take 4/5, that is equal to 2,000 is what he is receiving now for the remaining 3 months. Correct? Okay. Now, see here what happens. 4/5 he gets, and he gets 12 lakh rupees as his pension. Now see here what is happening. 12 lakhs is how much? 4/5. No, he has commuted 4/5. Harshil, 4/5 is been commuted. He receives only 1/5 now. Commuted is converted to lump sum. So now this is 4/5. Now what does if your lump sum, so he has not received gratuity. So what will happen? 50% of full value of commuted pension is exempt. Correct? So let's find out. Can I say 4/5 is nothing but 80%? 80%, that is your 4/5, is 12 lakhs. So 100% will be how much? Convert. What will be your answer? 15 lakhs over here. Correct. Out of which how much will be exempt? This is the full value of commuted pension. So 50% of 15 lakhs is exempt. So 7.5 lakhs is exempt. That means, see here, that means out of the 12 lakhs, 7.5 lakhs is exempt. So how much will be taxable? 4.5 lakhs is taxable. Correct. Okay. So they are not asking you this. They are asking for gross salary. So you will add this plus this plus this plus 4.5 lakhs. So let's do the calculation here. So you'll do 34,000 into 4, which will be 34, 34 into 4, 1,36,000. Okay, then you will do 5 into 10,000, 50,000, plus you will do 2 into 2,000 into 3, 6,000, plus you will do 4.5 lakhs. So what will be the total? Tell me the total fast. The correct answer. What will be the total? Total will be 6,42,000. Perfect. Okay. So this is what you do. This is now everything about pension. If you can solve this sum, you can solve all the sums of pension. And one more I'm going to do, and that is going to be of gratuity. Any questions you all have here? This is important. We don't have time now. Perfect. Perfect. Very good. Next one. Kalichand is employee. He receives 80,000. Kalichand receives 18 lakhs as gratuity. He retired after 25 years and 7 months. His basic salary is 30,000. Dearness allowance is 15,000. And he retired and he is covered under POGA. Come on. We need to do this together. Important. This also can come. Correct. Nalin, they asked gross salary, na? That's why we added everything. Okay, now come here. What is the exempt gratuity? What is the exempt gratuity? Come on. Kalichand received 18 lakhs as gratuity. He retired after 25 years. Rohini, it was correct. Gayatri, you don't have to take deduction under section 16 because they're asking you for gross salary. If they ask you for taxable salary, net salary, then you will deduct. Okay, Gayatri, important. Pay attention to the question. Read the question. I'm doing the next question. Do it with me. Kalichand receives 18 lakhs as gratuity. Retired after 25 years and 7 months. Basic salary is 30. Dearness is 15. Retirement is covered under POGA. Come on. Exemption under this will be amount received. POGA, you will take 15 upon 26 into last drawn salary into completed years of service plus, or what is the limit is 20 lakhs. Least of the following is exempt. 18 lakhs, 15 upon 26 into last drawn salary. What is the last drawn salary? You will add this 45,000. Okay. And completed years of service plus. So this will become 26 years. Come on, solve this. So I'll get 15. I'm getting 6,75,000. Okay, 1, 2 or 20 lakhs. Least of the following is exempt. Come on. So the answer is 6,75,000. Perfect. Now this is again gratuity done, pension done, two of the most important concepts of salary done. Any questions? Okay. Done, done, done. Now next part I'm going to do. So we finished income from house property, income from salary, residential status. We'll do one sum. Okay, I'm going to read it. Pay attention. HUF of See, in residential status, they are asking you theory questions. So I'm going to read one question that has come from in your exam. Thomas, an Indian citizen, is living in Kerala since birth and left for UAE on 13th June 2016. T is Indian citizen living in Kerala since birth and left for UAE on 13th June 2016 for employment. For 4 years and came back on 7th July 2020. His residential status is dash. Come on. Read it. T, Indian citizen living in Kerala since birth and left for UAE. Sorry. Left for UAE on 13th June 2016 for employment for 4 years and came back on 7th July 2020. His residential status, okay, for previous year 2021 is what? They are asking you for previous year 2021 what is his residential status. Come on. This is very easy. First thing, what will you do? You will see in section 6.1. Resident and ordinarily resident. He should have stayed in India for 182 days in previous year. Come on. Check it. 182 days in previous year for employment and came back on 7th July 2020. 182 days he has completed. So you will take August, September, October, November, December, Jan, Feb, March. He's obviously completed 182 days in previous year. Correct? Yes, he is resident and ordinarily resident. He completes the first condition. So these kind of questions they are asking you. So please bear in mind. Okay, just so that we are doing this. Correct. You all are right. He is a resident. Another thing, what is the other condition? Other condition is 60 days in previous year. Give me the other condition. In 4 preceding previous years. Correct? Yes, you all are right. He is resident and ordinarily resident. This condition has become 120 days for a person who has come to visit India. That's it, and his income is more than 15 lakhs from India. This question, remember we did it short while ago. This substitution of 60 days to 120 days only in the case of person who has come to India and he has earned income of 15 lakhs or more in India. That's it. Got it? Okay, now we are done with this. Any questions in the 4 chapters that we have done? We finished basic concepts, residential status, salary, income from house property. Next we are doing income from capital gains and income from other sources. Important parts that I am going to discuss with you in capital gains. Any questions over here? Before we go to capital gains, put it in the chat box. I am giving you 10 seconds. Any concept that you want me to teach you, you all want to revise? Okay. Sure, Anurag. Here, remember I told you, see, there is a amendment that has come in residential status, where this 60 days has been substituted by 120 days in case a person has visited India and he has earned income of 15 lakhs or more in that previous year. So you will not take 60 days, you will take 120 days. What is Indi income? I don't understand. Harshil, can you write it properly? Okay. Okay, individual income and PF concept. I'll do that. Let me just start with income from capital gains. I'll come back to these two concepts. Income from capital gains, do it with me. Important concepts only I'm going to do. First thing, what are we going to do over here? There are two types of capital gains, short term, long term. We saw the tax rates in the first part only. Okay. Now, correct, Anurag, that's what I said. 15 lakhs other than foreign income. Yes, you're right. That's what I also said. Anything that he earns in India. Okay? Sure. Now income from capital gains. Short term capital gains, long term capital gains. There are two types only. Now I'm just doing important concepts here that you have to keep in mind for the exam. Now, if the acquisition is done on or before 1/4/2001, okay, in that case you will take FMV or cost of acquisition, FMV on 1/4/2001, or cost of acquisition, whichever is higher. You will take whichever is higher. Whenever you have to do, when you have to reduce the cost, but the asset has been purchased before 2001, then in that case you take FMV or cost of acquisition, whichever is higher. Now, there is a small amendment over here. They are saying, okay, if it is a land and building, if it is land and building, simply they are saying that stamp duty value will not, the fair market value cannot be more than stamp duty value. So basically, sometimes what happens, listen, if the stamp duty value, here we are taking FMV now, but if the stamp duty value is lower, then you will take that value. FMV cannot be more than the stamp duty value. So what is the maximum? Stamp duty value. That's it. If in the question they have given stamp duty value and FMV, take stamp duty value. Okay? Make this is the latest amendment. Okay, then we saw exemptions. Okay, where if I have received amounts, if I have received or I have earned capital gains income from capital gains, I have to make investments. Correct? So that I can claim exemptions under section 54. One of them was 54GB. 54GB is making investments. Okay, in a business. Ghar bech ke, sell your house, ghar, house, and invest in business. So if I've sold a house and invested in business, in that case, they are saying that it should be, and you have to invest in 50% or more of that business, of shares of that company, and that company should then buy assets with the money you have invested. If not that, so you can invest or you do eligible startup. Just invest in a eligible startup. What is eligible startup? Which has a turnover less than 100 crores. Okay, which has a turnover less than 100 crores. Okay. Again, important things which keep coming in your exam again and again that we are going to do right now. One of the important things, computation. Yeah, Harshil, you were saying for individual, right? Computation of capital gains for individual. Pay attention, note it down. Come on. So you will take LTCG is equal to 20%, which is the LTCG minus basic exemption limit minus other income. This is for computation of capital gains for individuals. Very important, these kind of questions will come in your exam. For company, it is flat 20%, but if you are an individual, you'll do long-term capital gains minus BE is basic exemption limit. Okay, minus your other incomes. Same thing for STCG, again on listed securities, it will be 10%. STCG will be 15% less STCG minus basic exemption limit minus other incomes. Okay, mark this. This is important. We'll be doing questions on this. Okay, another important. So these two you all have written and made a note of. Okay, now make another note which I'm. Can I go ahead? Come on, next part. Okay, exemptions. Under this chapter only, exemptions under section 1046. Okay, so now under 1046, the central government has notified certain institutions, organizations where their entire income is exempt. I am giving you few. RERA. RERA, the organization, is exempt. Second, the Competition Commission of India. Competition Commission of India. Okay. Then other certain museums, etc. So basically under section 1046, this is the latest amendment, it can come. If any income is earned by RERA, by the Competition Commission, all of this is exempt because the central government has exempted it. Okay. Then Now we'll just go through certain sums of this chapter. Any questions you all have? Income from capital gains? Income from capital gains, any questions? These are important parts and I'm assuming the other parts you all should know. Okay, I'm just going to do a little bit of income from other sources and then for both we will solve the MCQs of the last exam. So, gifts up to 50,000 is exempt, correct? Now there is one part that is cash. So let's say cash gifts, then there is movable items that also up to 50,000 exempt. If it is immovable property, see here, you will see the stamp duty value. Stamp duty value is more than the consideration. If stamp duty value is more than the consideration, amount is 50,000 upwards and equal to 10% of consideration. More than 10%. More than 10% consideration. Now understand what they are saying. They are saying that out of you have income from other sources, you know gifts are exempt up to 50,000. So you get income from the cash gifts, movable items, immovable property. For each of them 50,000 limit is there. However, in immovable property, they are saying that stamp duty value is more than the consideration value. So the stamp duty is saying the value of the property is 10 lakhs. Then you will compare it that how much is it more. If I have quoted 6 lakhs is my consideration value. Stamp duty is saying no, the value of the property is 7 lakhs. Okay, so this is the stamp duty value. In that case, the amount is more than 50,000, the difference, yes, an amount equal to is more than 10% of consideration, then you will take the higher of the two. You will take 7 lakhs as the actual value. So if the stamp duty value is more, you will take the stamp duty value. If the stamp duty value is more, you will take the stamp duty value. But how much more? If it is 2,000, do not bother. The stamp duty value has to be more, at least 10% more. At least 10% more. Should be more than 10% of consideration. Then only you will take it. If it is more than 10% of the consideration. Okay, this is important. Then now if it is family pension, you will take 1/3 of deduction. Family pension. Family pension, see the expense you can claim 1/3 allowed as deduction. If it is income from minor child, income of minor child, you will take 3,200. 1,500. You can claim as a deduction. Okay. 1/3 or 15,000, whichever is less. Interest on enhanced compensation. 50% you can take. Flat 50% you can take as a deduction. Okay, these important things are only allowed. Okay. Again, we'll just go through these two. Income from house property, you will take only if the difference, you will take the stamp duty value and you will take your own consideration. If stamp duty value is more, but how much more? At least 10% more or 50,000 rupees more. At least though. What if it is not? What if it is not? Then you will take your actual consideration value. Understood, Rohini? Correct. Nalin, you're right. Okay. Now deductions, please pay attention. In income from other sources, family pension, income of minor, interest on enhanced compensation. These three pay attention, then we can go to the questions. Okay, let's start. Okay, read the 23rd one. Come on, read this. This sold a vacant land for 45 lakhs 15,000 on 5th February. The said land was acquired by her on 7th of January 2019 for 28 lakhs. She deposited 5 lakhs in rural electrification bond. This is under which one? Rural electrification bond. 54 EC. Okay. She deposited 5 lakhs in rural electrification bond. Cost of inflation index is given. Now, first thing what you will do, you will take the sale consideration. So, sale consideration is 45 lakhs. Less. How much you will take over here? 28 lakhs into cost of inflation. So, you will take your index year of sale upon index year of purchase. You will do that. Whatever answer you get. So, I am getting over here 15 lakhs 5,000. Subtract this. Okay. $28 lakhs. Solve it into divided by 280. So you will get 30 lakhs. 30 lakhs 10,000. Okay. You subtract it, you will get 15 lakhs. So this will be your long-term capital gains. But she has also then invested in rural electrification bond. You will subtract that 5 lakhs. So whatever you get will be the capital gains which is taxable. Any problem? Correct, Harshil, you are right. Okay, done. Perfect. Very good, guys. Let's go to the next one. Amin, age 68, sold on 12th May one vacant site for 90 lakhs. The vacant site was inherited by him from his father in July 1999 as per the will of the father. The FMV is 5 lakhs. He acquired a residential apartment in Singapore for 70 lakhs. Compute the capital gains. Very easy, don't get confused. Now see here, vacant land he sold and he got 90 lakhs. So can I say sale consideration is 90 lakhs? Okay. The vacant site was inherited. So you will not take this from the father. You will take the value on 1/4/2001. So you will take 5 lakhs into index year of sale upon index year of purchase. So what is the index year of sale? 301. Index year of purchase is how much? 100. So see what you will get here. Okay, you subtract, you'll get long term capital gains as 74. Correct, you're right. 74.95. This is what I am getting. Perfect. So what is the capital gains? They are not asked. See the question. Compute the capital gains. Hey Harshil, how are you getting C? Check again. The answer should be A, right? See here I've solved it. Sale consideration minus index cost of acquisition. Yes, so he has acquired a property. No, you don't subtract that. Why will you subtract that? He acquired a... Okay, now see here. Okay. Very important. Now see what is happening here. He purchased a... So it is under 54 that he is claiming. Okay. Sale of any asset and purchase of residential house. But the residential house should be in India, not outside India. So he can't claim that. What you're saying under 54F or under 54, both he can't claim. He has to have a residential house in India. Got it, Harshil? Residential house has to be in India. This is Singapore. Okay. Chalo, next one. I want you all to do this. Rama Devi, age 53, sold 100 equity shares for 8,40,000 on 20th May. Those shares were acquired for 3 lakhs. The FMV was 5,50,000. How much is taxable under 112A? What is the gain or loss? Whatever. Come on. Now, very important under capital gains. Pay attention. Important. If you are going to take fair market value on 31st January 2018. Okay, if you are going to see earlier, I'll give you in 2 minutes what is the reason. Earlier, there was no long-term capital gains on listed. There was no long-term capital gains tax on listed securities. There was no tax. So what people used to do, they used to hold it for 1 year and then sell it off and not pay any taxes. Now they started putting a tax if your LTCG is more than 1 lakh, correct? However, they are saying that what if I must have purchased shares for 10 rupees and now it becomes 100, 200, 500, so I have to pay so much tax. They are saying, okay, we will take the value as on 31st January 2018. If you are taking value of 31st January 2018, you can't do an indexation. This is already the fair market value. You can't do an indexation over here. So simply you will take 8,40,000. You can't do an indexation if you are taking value over here. Okay, so this will be your answer, basically 2.9 lakhs. Got it? Very important. If you're taking FMV on this for shares, no indexation. Don't make this mistake. This is going to come in your exam. Okay? Next one. 29. Next one, Shiv Sagar is a retired pensioner with a pension of 3,20,000 received during the previous year. His lottery, so he received a pension of 3,20,000. So can I say his income from salary is 3,20,000 minus 50,000 under section 16. Deduction under section 16 he can claim. Okay, then his income from other sources. It is, sorry, income from other sources, but if it is 6 lakhs is his winning income, he will have to pay 30% flat tax. There is no deduction or anything that he can claim. So can I say this is flat? He has to pay 1,80,000 plus 4% cess. Correct? This so he has to do. So what is this income from salary? Let's understand. It is 2.8 lakhs. This guy is above 60 years old. So up to 3 lakhs he is going to pay no tax at all. No tax up to 3 lakhs. So here he is not going to pay any tax. Only this will be his taxable income. Correct? No tax because he is senior citizen. Perfect. Okay, you all would have got this. Okay, next one. Remember this is important. This will come in your exam. If it is winning income, flat 30% tax rate. Okay, next one. Which of the following is income under the heads is not chargeable under income from other sources? Income from undisclosed sources. Income from other sources. Sitting fees, other sources. Agri income of land outside India, other sources. Working partner salary received from partnership firm. It is income from business profession. Correct? So this will be our answer. Next one. Okay, see 31 now. Any problem here? 30. Let's do fast. 31. Okay. Dr. Kumar gifted a property fetching monthly rental income of 1 lakh to his son's wife on 31st May 2020. So can I say June, July, August, September, October, November, December, Jan, Feb, March. So how many months is it? 9, 10. 10 months into 1 lakh. So that is 10 lakhs. Okay. She paid municipal taxes of 30,000 less 30,000. So that will be how much? I think 9 lakh 70. Okay. NAV. Now, after that you will take standard deduction of 30%. So you will get 6 lakh 79,000. What is the next question? What they are asking? So this is what is there. Now, based on court decree, arrears was given by ex-tenant. So arrears is 4 lakhs. Remember what I told you? You'll still claim 30% standard deduction even over here. So 4 lakhs minus 30% is equal to 2 lakh 80. So 2 lakh 80 plus 6 lakh 79,000. 9 lakh 59,000 is your answer. This answer again CS has come up with a clarification. The answer is 9 lakh 59,000. This is question number 31. None of the options are correct. Correct answer is 9 lakh 59,000. Okay. See here I have solved it for you all. Okay, can we go to the next one? 31 you all understood. Let's go to the next one. 31 was important. Let's go to perfect. Very good, Gayatri. Okay, now see 32. Okay. We are doing another 15 minutes and then we have to go to the next chapter. It's just revision. Important parts only we are studying here. Minor Shruti, age 13, has the following expenses. Net income from dancing. It will be paid by her. If any income is being earned by the minor, minor will only pay it. Interest on fixed deposit, 62,000. We just saw interest on fixed deposit. Okay, this will be taxed. Then cash gift from friends of our parents up to 45,000, up to 50,000. Remember, gift is exempt. So here it is 45,000. This will be exempt. Gift is exempt up to 45. So here only what will be taxable is 62,000 will be taxable. Less 1,500. Remember I told you under income from other sources 1,500 is income from minor is exempt. Come on, what will be the answer? This is my answer. Nalin, how are you getting 73? Perfect. 60,500. 1,500 is allowed if for minor. Correct. Okay. Can we do the next one? Come on. Next one. Perfect. Very good, guys. Next one. Padmaja has following income or loss for the previous year. Income from lottery winning. If you have income from lottery winning, you have to pay the tax. There is no, you can't do anything. You have to pay flat 30%. Okay. That Padmaja also has a loss from speculative business. You can't do any deduction. You can't do any set off if you have any winning income. For any winning income, income from other sources, no set off allowed, no deduction allowed. This will be fully taxable at 30%. Loss from speculative business is 30,000. Dividend from Indian company is 50,000. What is her income chargeable to tax? So her income chargeable to tax will be 7 lakhs. What will happen over here? Non-speculative business will be carry forward. Okay, dividend from Indian companies will correct. No, why 7 lakh 50,000? It only will be 7 lakhs. Flat 30% you will charge over here. Non-speculative business can be set off now from the dividend. Dividend can be set off. Dividend income can be set off from your business income. Dividend income, that is your income from other sources, can be set off from your business income. Winning income cannot be set off. Nalin, are you getting me? So I am writing here. Dividend is nothing but income from other sources, can be set off from loss from business profession. Winning income can't be set off or cannot be set off, and no deduction allowed. No deduction also allowed. No set off, no deduction, no expenses. Got it? This is a tricky question. Easy one but tricky question. Okay, again, next one. Which of the following is not eligible to set off or carry forward? I just told you right now. Yes, loss from activity of owning and maintaining horses. Race horses, winning income, you can't do any set off, carry forward, etc. Okay? Rest all you can set off and carry forward. You can set off, we just saw. Okay? Okay, now just see. Just do this. Then we'll go in 5 minutes. We are going to the next chapter. Okay, which of the following condition is not applicable for allowance of deduction for startups under 80 IAC? Under 80 IAC, it is a company incorporated after 1/4/2016 but before 1/4/2021. Total turnover does not include. So if it is an eligible, basically this is for eligible startup. For eligible startup, it should have been come into existence before 1/4/21. There is no tax for 3 years out of 5 years. Zero tax. So it holds a certificate from IMBC. Interministerial Board of Certification. So this is applicable. It is not having turnover for 100 crores and it is incorporated between 1 for 2016 to 1 for 2021. This is not correct. What they are saying, eligible for 50%? No, it is eligible for 100% deduction for 3 out of 5 years. Okay, got it? Okay, so we are done with income from house property, income from other sources, income from capital gains. Now, we are just going to take a 15-minute break and we are going to come back for income from business profession. Important, don't miss it. Last half an hour to go. Income from business profession. At 10:20 p.m. today. Okay, and we'll also do some sums of EDS and advanced tax which come in the exam. Then I think we are done. There is nothing else that we need to do. So by 10:35, 10:40 we are wrapping. Any other things that you all want me to cover? I understand someone said PF. I will cover one sum of PF also. Okay, anything else, put it in the chat box and we'll resume again at 10:20 p.m. Come on, tell me. Okay, I'll solve one 115 BAC sum. Basically that exemption. Okay, one sum I'll do of that. Okay. Okay, got it. Zubair, Depreciation we saw, important depreciation, motor car, furniture, building, patents. Okay, if it is building, if it is residential building, 5%, other buildings 10%. Then we are now seeing, okay, motor cars 15%. If it is into higher business, this becomes immediately 30%. Okay. Now additional, okay. Now additional depreciation, if you are in the manufacturing, if you are in the manufacturing business, or if you are into transmission of electricity, etc., and you have purchased new machinery, in that case you will get additional depreciation of 20%. Additional depreciation of 20%. Important. Okay. Now if any of these amounts, okay, what we have seen over here, 15, 10, etc., any of this is used for less than 180 days, any item is used for less than 180 days, your depreciation will become half. Same thing over here, half depreciation if the machinery is used for less than 180 days. Less than 180 days, this will become 10%. Okay. Now, easy. Remember this. Now, this is under section 32. This is under section 32(1). This is important. This will come in your exam. Next, additional depreciation in backward areas. If it is in the backward areas, that is Arunachal Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Telangana, West Bengal. Andhra, Bihar, Telangana, West Bengal. In that case, your additional depreciation automatically becomes 35%. Additional depreciation is 35%. If it is less than 180 days, if the machinery is used for less than 180 days, immediately it becomes 17.5%. Okay. Now, important, unabsorbed depreciation can be carried forward for infinite period. Can be set off against any head except salary. Okay. Important, just go through this. This is important. This will come in your exam. Note it down. Okay. Now, okay. Done. Next one. Next part important. Section 33AB. That is your tea, coffee, rubber, okay, account. If you have a tea, coffee, if you're doing this business of growing tea, coffee, rubber, then all you have to do is 40% deduction under this 33AB will be, how much will be the deduction? What amount you have deposited in that account, or 40% of the profits, whichever is less, will be the deduction that you will get. So if I want 100 rupees, I have to pay tax only on 60 rupees. 40% of the profits I can claim as a deduction. This is what under tea, coffee, rubber account. Under section 33 ABA, same thing, that is for site restoration fund. Instead of This will become 20% of profit. Same thing, amount deposited or 20% of profits. Okay. This is important. This can also come. Now, another important thing which will come. This is for your heavy goods or plying or hiring business. That is plying business, hiring business, motor car business, taking from here to there. Okay, now see what is happening under 44 AE. If you have heavy trucks, okay, so in that case, rupees 1000 per ton. 1 ton is 1000 kilograms. 1 ton is equal to approximately 1000 kilograms. So if it is 13,000 kilograms or 15,000 kilograms, you will do into 15. Okay, 1000 into per ton per vehicle and per month into number of months into number of vehicles. So what you'll do, simply you'll just take per ton per vehicle. So we multiply here per ton if they into number of months into number of vehicles or amount claimed. And if it is non-heavy vehicle, then you'll take 7,500 into number of months into number of vehicles or amount claimed. Important, this will come in the exam again. What you do for 44 AE? Okay, note this down. Okay, next one. Fast. Let's do. How much? I'm just doing important parts. Okay. Come on, next one. Under section we did 44 AE. Now 44 AD. Come on. 44 AD. What is 44 AD? This is presumptive business. Simple. Presumptive business, they are saying it will be 8% of the gross receipts. But if it will be 6% or 6% of gross receipts, but provided all income received in account, no cash. That means no cash. If there is any cash, it will become 8% of gross receipts will be your income from business profession. Simple. What will be your income from business profession? If it is presumptive business, what is presumptive business? If you are earning up to less than 2 CR, okay, your revenue is less than 2 CR, then you can take benefit of this section, whichever business you are doing. Okay, then tax, this is important, 44 AD. Section 44 AD. 44 AD, important. This is tax audit. When do you do the tax audit of your business? Now this is important because there is an amendment here. There is an amendment here. Okay. What is the amendment? If the turnover exceeds 10 CR, then tax audit is required to be done. Earlier this was 5 CR. Now it has become 10 CR. Okay. If the turnover Okay. If the turnover exceeds 10 CR, earlier it was 5 CR, then compulsory tax audit is required to be done. Okay, now this earlier was 5 CR. There is another condition. All receipts and expenses is through all receipts or expenses are through accounts, matlab directly through your bank accounts, except exemption is given up to 5% is through cash. So in that case, basically everything has been done through your bank account except for 5% in the whole year. Then in that case, if your turnover exceeds 10 crore, go and do an audit. In all other cases, basically if like businesses that we do lot of cash expenses also. So this will not become applicable to us. Then in that case, if the turnover is 1 CR, then you have to do a tax audit. When is 10 CR option? 10 CR option is when all receipts and expenses is through the account, bank account. Cash is only 5% of turnover. Got it? Okay. Now, last part that I am going to do is your agri income. Again, this also can come. Agri income is income from business profession only. If you are into rubber, coffee, tea, okay, rubber, then business income will be 35%. Agri income will be 65%. Business income for coffee will be 25%, 75%. And this is 40%, 60%. But if you are into grounding, coffee powder, etc., what we are drinking, coffee powder and all, then in that case, this will also be 40 and 60%. Got it? Just like tea. If it is coffee beans, then in that case, it is 25-75. Agri income and business income. How do you split it? Okay, this is also important for an individual. What do you do if he is earning agri income? So you take his agricultural income should exceed 5,000 rupees. Okay, then his non-agri income should be above basic exemption limit. In that case, if that is the case, then to find his income of business profession, what you will do? You will take step 1. You will take agri income, you will find the tax on it. You will find the net agricultural income. Then second step, you will compute tax on agri plus non-agri income. First find the agri income added to non-agri. Third, then you find tax on agri income, what you found here, plus basic exemption limit, whatever the basic exemption limit is. And then fourth, then you will compute two minus 3, this. Okay. So agri plus non-agri income minus agri income plus basic exemption limit. And your fifth, your tax payable will be equal to this amount, step 4, minus if there is any rebate. Okay, simple. This will be your tax payable. Important. Okay, important. Note this down. Now, I said we are going to do some amount of advanced tax and TDS, TCS. Come on. This is important concepts of income from business profession. Next. Income from TDS is going to come 100%. I'm just doing important TDS ones. You have to try and do this chapter whatever you can. For rent. Now understand one thing, last year because it was the pandemic year, there were certain benefits given. So for example, if TDS for income from for professional services, okay, was under 194J was 10%, it had become 7.5%. So basically there was a 25% rebate given for all TDS, but for this exam and for your exam, it will be, don't get confused. So you will take 10% all the correct rates only for 1 year because it was the pandemic year, the rates were lower. Okay. So I'm just giving you rent. Rent, the TDS rate is 10% if 2,40,000 and above. Okay. Then important for purchase of immovable property. Purchase of property. It is how much? You have to deduct 1%. This had become 0.75. This had become 7.5 last year. This year all I'm just doing the actual rates. If it is 50 lakhs and above. Okay. If you are purchasing property of 50 lakhs and above, you have to deduct TDS of 1%. I'm just doing important ones. Where is the for contractor, important. For contractor, it is if you are paying more than 30,000. If it is individual, 2%, 1%. If it is non-individual, if it is company and all non-individual, then it will be 2% TDS. 30,000 and above if you are paying. This had become 1.5% and this had become 0.75 last year. We are doing only the current years. Okay. Important, do it with me. Okay, then commission. Okay, commission or brokerage. %, if it was above 15,000, the payment that you're making is above 15,000 during the year. Then for any fees or consultancy services, fees, etc., it was 10%. This had become 7.5%, and if it is above 30,000. Okay, this is 2% if it is call center. Call center benefit is given. Same thing, fees for technical services. Fees for technical services, again it becomes 2%. Okay, just remember this, whatever I'm doing, take it, absorb how much ever you can. Yeah, cash withdrawal, important. Cash withdrawal, if you are withdrawing cash of above 1 CR. It is up to 1 CR if you are withdrawing, then it is 2%. Otherwise, if above 1 CR, it becomes 5%. Okay, cash withdrawal, if you are withdrawing cash. Important. Pay attention, take it down. Okay, last few. Again, important. E-commerce operator. Their favorite. So if you are providing any e-commerce services like Netflix, etc., and you are making a payment, then it will be 1%, and if the payment is above 5 lakhs. TDS is how much? 1%. You'll have to keep all this in mind. This is important. Only important ones I'm doing. So please do it with me. Okay. Yeah, now this is done. These are TDS rates you'll have to do. We'll do sums on it. And TCS, I'm doing TCS. TCS is tax collected at source. I'm just doing the important ones. Okay, for expensive cars, about 10 lakhs. TCS is 1%. Okay, then on remittance of foreign currency. You are sending foreign currency. Okay. If it is 7 lakhs or more, 7 lakhs or more, it will be 5% TCS is to be collected. Okay. Now, next one. These are all important. Okay, this is TCS. These are important ones you should know. Now, advance tax. We just saw the dates: 15%, 45%, 75, 100. What are the dates? 15th June, 15th September, 15th December, 15th March. Important. Okay, important. Note it down. This is important. Now, what happens if you don't go by it? So, under there is interest under section 234A. Important. Note it down. Very important. 1% per month. So 1% per month into amount of tax payable, but for how many months? From due date up to date of completion of assessment. So if my due date is there and I have not paid my tax. So from the due date, I will start whatever is the amount of tax payable, uska 1% I will take. So if I'm 5 months late, I will take 5% interest till the date of payment. From due date till the date of completion of payment, or till the date of assessment, whatever. Got it? This is 234A. Now go to 234B. If you have not paid, default in payment of advance tax. 234B. %1 per month into amount of tax payable. This is important. Into 1st April of the assessment year up to the date of completion of assessment. So it is not from the due date. It is even before that. Assessment year. 1st of April. Okay, this is important. 234B. Now, this is the last one. This note it down. 234C. 234C. Interest on deferment of first write down the main thing. If you know this, we'll do the sums also. Deferment of advance tax. Basically, you did not pay it in installments. What will happen? First installment, that is 1% per month into tax installment into 3. Second installment, 1% per month. So this is 15% of the tax installment. This will be 45% of the tax installment into 3 months. Third, 1% per month into 75% tax installment into 3 months. Fourth, 1% per month into 100% of tax installment into 1 month. Please note this down. We will do a sum, but please note this down. This is important. Okay. Now based on this, I'm going to do one sum with you all. Okay. Now I'm giving you a question. This is the, you have to solve it. Tax on total income is equal to 1,50,000. Previous year is 2021. Paid on 31st. Date of filing return. Return 31st. Date of return filing. And it was done on due date. Okay. Come on. I want you all to solve this. Ritesh, please solve this. This is your tax on total income is 1,50,000. You have to pay it in 4 installments. What is the installment? First one, 15%, 45%, 75 and 100. Correct? This is what we wrote up. Everywhere you will get 1%, 15% of 1,50,000. So into 75%. And last one, 1,50,000. How much is this? 1% into 3 months. 1% into 3 months. 1% into 3 months. Because he did not pay any installment, correct? Into 1 month. Come on, come on, come on. Do this. Go slow. This is how you get the answer. Perfect. Okay. Now last few questions from your paper and then we are done. Okay. Let's do this. Green Limited is located in a Green Limited is located in a notified backward area in the state of Bihar. It is engaged in manufacturing activity. It acquired second-hand plant and machinery by import from Japan for 100 lakhs. It also acquired new machinery for Chennai for 50 lakhs on 10/11/2020. Compute eligible deduction under 32 AD in respect of the said plant and machinery for the assessment year 21-22. Come on. I think you all should know this. 14. It is in notified backward area of Bihar. If it is in notified backward area of Bihar, what will we do? Find acquired for the assessment year. Okay. So for the first 100 lakhs, it will not get because it is a second-hand machinery. It acquired new machinery for 50 lakhs for 10/12/2020. So if it is new machinery, you can claim deduction. Correct? How much deduction can you claim? For 50 lakhs. Normal deduction you will claim 15%, but it is, you'll claim only for 6 months. So 7.5% first you'll claim normal deduction. Then you'll claim additional deduction. Okay. So how much will be the normal deduction? 50 lakhs into 15%. That will be 33 lakhs 75,000, plus you will claim additional deduction of 17.5%. So 50 lakhs into 17.5% plus 3 lakh 75,000. So I am getting 12 lakh 50,000. Okay, let me solve this. First you will take depreciation, eligible depreciation under 3280. So you just take additional depreciation that they are asking. It is, they are saying we will give you 35% depreciation, but because it is less than 6 months, you'll get only 50% of that. That is 17.5%. So 17.5% into 50 lakhs. 8 lakh 75,000 is what I am getting. There is no such answer over here. 8 lakh 75. The answer is not given here in the options. Okay. Now see the next one. This the answer is not given over here. Option में ही नहीं है. Okay. Next one. Okay. Brownie Processor Limited paid 4,50,000 contract charges. It deducted TDS at 1% for expenditure incurred up to 30th April of 1,50,000 and did not deduct tax for the subsequent payment made during the year. How much of expenditure could be added to this income? So what is happening? It is a contractor, it has paid Brownie Processor, one company has paid 4,50,000 as contract charges to Martin. Okay, Martin is an individual and for individual they have paid some money. Now they have to deduct TDS. How much TDS they have to deduct? At the rate of 1%. Now for 4,50,000 they have to deduct 4,500. I think there is a printing error over here. Anyhow, so forget the 4,50,000 into 1%. That will be 4,500. Correct? And did not deduct tax on the subsequent payments of 3 lakhs. So it paid 1 lakh. It should actually be 1,500. This question is only wrong. How much expenditure would be added back to the income? Now what they did, they deducted tax at source for this amount. Forget whatever, they have done a wrong calculation. 1% cannot come to 1,50,000. Anyhow, so they deducted for 4,50,000. For subsequent, they did not deduct. So what happens if you were supposed to deduct for 3 lakhs and you did not deduct the TDS? If you have not deducted as a TDS, you cannot show it as an expense in your books. You have to add it back. But now see here how much you have to add it back. That is important. Okay, so this is important. If we are more concerned for this amount. For this amount, they did not deduct the TDS. If TDS not deducted, then correct. If TDS is not deducted, then amount is added back. You can't show it as an expense. You can't show it as an expense. But there is one thing. If it is a resident and you have not deducted TDS, they are saying 30% is added back. If it is a non-resident, entire amount is added back. Okay. So they are saying 33 lakh rupees is what I did not deduct TDS on. So now if the person is a resident, how much will I add back? 30%. That is 90,000. But if it is a resident, non-resident, I will add this could be both. If it is a NR, my assumption it is an NR, so I will add back 4,50,000. My assumption it is the person who I have not deducted. Okay, Martin is a resident, then I'll add back 30%. Important. If TDS not deducted, then amount is added back is 30%. If non-resident, entire amount is added back. Okay. This is important, 15. Now let's do the next one. See 18. Mahadev discontinued wholesale business. He wrote off a sum of 2,70,000 due from Sanskar. So basically he wrote off his income, whatever was going to come. Now in March 2021, he recovered 90,000 as full and final settlement. If he has received 90,000, this will be taxable under which head? Income from business. Ayush, 1 minute. I'm just going back to 14. Ayush. No, Ayush, it is actually 8.75. It can't be 32 AD. It is 15%. Sorry, 35% divided by 2. Okay, now come back to 18. We just saw. Now last few on TDS, I have to do some questions. Okay, here. Huh. Okay, see 41, fast. Last few. 41. Botham Limited paid 4,25,000 to LMN, who is engaged in the operations of call center for the period of 19 to 31st March. How much is the amount of TDS for the amount paid to LMN? Now see here, 4,25,000. We just saw for a call center, what is the TDS rate? We just saw for a call center, what is the TDS rate? I can't see. Put it in the chat box. So it has paid 4,25,000. They are asking you what is the TDS rate. Okay. So if it is correct, if it is a individual, it is 1%, company 2%. So you will take 4,25,000 into 2%. Your answer is 8,500. Perfect, guys. Next one. EXC is a dealer in motor car, sold one motor car having expand to this one. How much is the amount of TCS? TCS 10 lakhs. If the car is more than 10 lakhs, then you have to deduct 1% TCS. Correct? We just saw this. Okay, next one. Manoj earned 5,20,000 from business, 32,000 as interest on FD. Okay, interest on FD is up to 40,000. There is no TDS. After that, there is a TDS of 10%. So here it is less than 40,000. So it will be nil. Okay, 43 done. I think we are done with all the questions. 50, last one. Let's do this. Has a turnover. K has a turnover of 220 lakhs for the previous year. Failed to furnish tax audit report. How much could be the penalty levied? Now, please see your penalty under 44AB is nothing but 50% of turnover or 1,50,000, whichever is less. So what is 50% of turnover? Do it. So in my case, it will be 1,10,000 or 1,50,000, whichever is lower. Got it? Okay. Now I'm done with everything, all your topics. We are done. All the best for your exam. I'm going to just do 2 more questions just so that 115 BAB someone had asked. I think Harshil had asked. And 1 PF sum. Correct? Anything else you all want me to do? Ma'am, question 14. Where is this? Question 15. Okay. Om Mishra, 4.5 lakhs will be added back. 4.5 lakhs will be added back if you say that Martin is a non-resident. Because you forgot to deduct his TDS and he is a non-resident. Entire 4.5 lakhs will be added back. Okay. Okay. I'm giving you one question. Under 115 BAC, find the tax payable if income is 7 lakhs. Come on. I'm writing the provision here. It doesn't matter senior citizen, nothing. You will all start from here only. So nil, 5%, 10%, 15%, 20%, 25%, 30%. Okay. Now if I am 7 lakhs, so this will be nil. The next one, that is 2.5 lakhs into 5%, then between 5 lakhs, so that is 2 lakhs into 10%. So that will be 32,500 plus 4% cess. Okay, got it. This is how you do for 15 BSc. You can't claim any deduction, nothing. Okay, next one, someone asked me to do one question on PF. PF, just I'll give you a gist of PF is very easy. Depends on what kind of PF it is. If it is statutory provident fund, everything is exempt. Everything. Okay. If it is recognized provident fund, then interest 9.5% and employer contribution up to 12% of salary is up to 9.5% exempt. If you're getting 10%, 0.5% will be taxable. Employer contribution, if he's putting 15%, 3% will be taxable. Okay, unrecognized provident fund, everything. Okay, it's not exempt, but nothing is going to be taxed, not taxed. Only the lump sum is taxed. Lump sum entire is taxed. How it is taxed? Interest on employer contribution is income from salary. Employer's contribution, income from salary. Employee contribution is not taxed because anyway you're paying from your taxable income. And interest on employee contribution is income from other sources. Everything is taxed over here. Lump sum is taxed. Here and everything is exempt over here except these two. Here everything is exempt. Got it? That is your income from provident fund. Any other concept? Otherwise we are done for today. Okay? Thanks guys. All the best for your exam. Ask me anything if you all have any doubts. Any doubts? Put it here on the chat box fast. Thanks guys. All the best. I hope this lecture was useful. Take care. We've covered all the important parts. So even if you go tomorrow for the exam, as is go to sleep and go tomorrow, you will still out of 50 MCQs, you will be able to clear 25 just like that. We have cleared all the important ones. All important topics we have cleared. And we have covered in today's session those who have attended the session. Don't worry now. Okay? All the best guys. Anything else that you want, put it in the chat box. All the best.
Maggie